slave master would go through the company, Aetna, the insurance company, okay, and what they would do, they would pay the family, okay, they would pay the family money off of every dead slave. So when you're sitting in the HR office and they come to you with a benefits package, whether you want Blue Cross, Blue Shield, or Aetna, just know that
wouldn't be a choice for me no more.
That's why I was looking like that. I was like, man, it's always something.
Just know that Aetna was started off of the deaths of your forefathers. That's how they got rich, off of dead slaves, okay? Now, what she was talking about, let me go, it's a couple of New York Life Insurance the same way. All this is in my book. Okay, Wachovia Bank. That sounds familiar to you?
Wells Fargo.
There you go. There you go. I got a little story for you about both of them, okay? Wachovia Bank, which started in 1879, okay? Wachovia grew to become the largest bank in the Southeast Party. They too, okay, apologized for after disclosing as two of his historical predecessors owned slaves, okay, during the transition of slavery. Wells Fargo as well, they apologized for that. So the founders of Wells Fargo and the founders of Wachovia, okay, they apologized, okay, for having, okay, and owning slaves. Let me say this too, right? Most of the, and mark this down and remember this, most of the banking headquarters, okay, like Wachovia, Bank of America, like you said, Asia, Bank of America, Wachovia, BB&T, they're all headquartered in the South. Reason being is because the South had the most heavy populated slaves and they still got that old slave money. Okay, back then they had to put that damn money some damn where. So that's when the banks started headquartering down in the South. And today, those banks still exist to today with that old slave money still in them damn banks. That's why the majority of bank headquarters are in the South where slavery existed. They still got that old slave money in them banks, man. Still got them. If you go to Charlotte, Bank of America is headquartered down in Charlotte. You go in there, hell, you may see some slaves working down in the vault. You never know. But they got that old slave money still there.
Such a shame, man. It's just crazy. Like when you really know the history, it's mind blowing to be honest. There's so much that you don't know. There's so much, and it's like I said, anybody can look this up, but sometimes you don't even know to look this up. That's what I'm saying. Like you don't know what you don't know.
Tiffany and Company, that place, ladies always love to get those. Tiffany and Company started as a mill textile company. Okay, that in the back of the mill, slaves handpicked the cotton. Okay, from sun up to sundown. That was the founding of the Tiffany and Company in headquarters. So next time when you see Tiffany and Company, just know that it was started off the blood, sweat, and tears, okay, off your forefathers. Brooks Brothers, okay, where black men like to go on Fifth Avenue, Manhattan, and get those really nice suits from. Just know that Brooks Brothers not only made, okay, not only did Brooks Brothers make, okay, suits, high-end suits, but it was also founded, okay, off of black slavery. All of this is in my book. And
wait. Put that back in the screen view so people can see that.
Whew, we need to get this book, Frank. People, if you're watching, Frank has 7 books on Amazon just explaining all the details that he's explaining today. We need to educate ourselves. We need to inform ourselves on the true history of America.
The Barclay family in Brooklyn. The Barclay family in Brooklyn that the Jigger Man, okay, he bought into the Barclay family. The Barclay family, their forefathers go back into owning slaves as well. So I'm not too sure if people really know about that, but the Barclay family that owns that big old nice stadium, that complex in Brooklyn that the Brooklyn Nets play out of, when you go back into the Barclay family, they own slaves. The next time you walk into and you want to watch the Brooklyn Nets, just know it is owned by people that had slaves, just like a lot of places. But I'm all about proving. Don't come to me with hearsay and I heard this and I heard that. No, come to me with facts. That's what I love. I love facts. Something that's tangible and you can prove it. Something that's facts. Don't come to me and say something that your grandmother thought.
Yeah.
You had a vision. I don't want to hear that. I need facts. Okay?
I know that's right.
And I think I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I think it's important that we teach our children how to research information, because any person can tell them anything and they can just believe it, because sometimes children children are naive. They only know what we teach them. But if you teach your children how to research, they can review and research and find out information that if it's a lie or the truth.
Not necessarily now, because the algorithms have changed.
But like, say for example, if they're in school and they're learning about Christopher Columbus discovering America, they can do research and find out, well, he didn't really discover America. Yeah. But if you teach them how to get information, you're giving them the tools that they need to decipher what's true and what's not.
Right.
And teach them to do deductive reasoning too, because that's some things just can't be taught. If you teach them how to think, then they can start drawing these conclusions on their own. And that's what I know my parents didn't teach me how to do that. I don't even think they thought about that. And that's the problem. We have to, if not any other race of people in this country, we have to know how to tie the lines together and create the real picture. Because if we don't, we'll just be doing exactly what they want us to do. Think about it. And that's all we've ever been doing. So speaking on Tiffany and Company, it's like, and then let's talk about the red bottles. I want you to research that. Red bottles, we're talking about back in the day, Tommy Hilfiger and all stuff like that. Y'all think about all that money. I want y'all to go back one day and calculate the money that you spent in the last 5 years, just the last 5 as an adult. And see how much money you've thrown away into these big corporations. And guess what? You don't have a dime in your bank account. Why? Because some of that money could have went into an investment account, could have went in Robinhood stocks, could have went in the penny stocks with Fidelity. I mean, do I need to keep going? Am I preaching? I'm just saying, and let that money come back 10, sometimes 20-fold, depending on how well and which stock you choose, how well you invest. So while you're sitting here making these corporations fatter and bigger, most corporations, I can assume without research, have owned slaves. I'm talking to my black people right now. Saying, how foolish do you feel? Because you're an oxymoron. You're pouring into the system that kept your ancestors beaten, raped, and killed, and down now in terms of the poverty level. You know what I'm saying? We're not getting anywhere. And what kills me the most, and I always talk about this on this platform, is how our black people, when you do come into money, you don't know what to do with it. So let's talk about that just for a second, because I told you guys I was going to give you a freebie, and I gave you guys that freebie. So for people who are just coming on right now, that freebie is going ahead and looking up Genesis Healthcare right now. It's at 67 cents plus or minus a few cents right now. You guys need to understand that you're throwing away your money, literally. The only reason why you're still poor and stuck in poverty is by your poor choices. And the reason why you're making those poor choices is because you don't know how to think. And I know so many great African-American scientists have said this before. I can't think of this guy's name, but he's like in alignment with Dr. Sebi in the sense he passed away in 2020 or 2019. And he said the reason why Black people can't make sound decisions is because we consume too much sugar and we don't understand who we are. It was hilarious because the way these analogies and what he was saying was real, but I'm not going to go down that path today. All I'm saying is that, man, put down the sugar. Stop looking on Tiffany and Company and getting red bottles and all that and invest in yourself. Now, if you're investing in yourself and you still choose to spend money with them, that's your business. Do your thing. You know, I can't tell you what to do, but I'm talking to my people who don't have enough money to pay their rent next month. I'm talking to my people who, stand a chance of having their lights turned off in the next days or Sunday. You know what I mean? I'm talking to those people who can't pay their mortgage or their car note. Or they don't have insurance on their kids. How cheap is insurance these days? So, I'm talking to those people who don't have their priorities straight. You need to sit down and ask yourself, what am I doing? If you got $200 left over for the month and you're not going to do anything with it, you might want to invest 100 of that. That may just take you to 500, later on to 1,000, later on to 5,000 if you just sit on it. You see what I'm saying? And that's money you didn't even have to work for, but you thought about what you needed to do and you moved your money in a smart way. And I get it. Nobody has taught you how to do that. But if you tune into our shows, especially on Friday nights, we're definitely going to give you some freebies so that we can help build our community in the right direction. And if you have any questions, reach out to Frank. Frank Jordan is the plug, and he has his own school. Listen, y'all can end up doing some business together. Don't be afraid to reach out to people who want to help you. I'm done for you.
No, you're right. You're right. You know, and one thing I do know is this: is that we've become slaves, to corporate America without even knowing. And the reason why I say that is because from birth. And let me say this too, right? Whenever there's a problem, or whenever there's some sort of encouragement, in most Black neighborhoods. A basketball tournament isn't the answer. Putting a basketball in a Black kid's hand is not the damn answer to drugs in the community. It's not the answer to gang violence in the community. It's not the answer, to birth, to pop. It's not going to stop. It's just another way of incorporating and incorporating a label. Because listen, you can have Negroes. You can have a high killing rate, okay, in the hood, okay, and their answer is, let's have a basketball game. Let's get Adidas, okay, to sponsor a basketball game. What the hell does that got to do with the killing that's going on in the hood? Okay, and so the reason why you'll get Adidas or Nike to sponsor something like that is because they're giving out free sneakers that only cost about maybe $2 to make. So what is that doing? That's free advertisement, okay, for the whole damn summer. Okay, so then when school time come around, your kids are gonna want to go to the damn store and buy them same damn sneakers that the Nike company just damn gave them for free. And you got Negroes running all up and down the court. Everybody got their phone, putting it on Facebook, and what they're doing, they don't mind giving away about $100 worth of merchandise when it's making them about $1 million or $2 billion more. Exactly. Black kids don't understand that. People in the hood, they don't get that. Okay. Yeah. The reason why they're not sponsoring a basketball team or a baseball team for Black youth because they care. They give you that because it's free damn advertisement for them. They know if they give away 25 free uniforms, that may equate to about maybe 25,000 somewhere down the damn line. So now you got 15-year-old kids that's wearing the Nike apparel on the basketball court. Not only is that, now your kid is a damn sneakerhead now. Now your kid grown up. He played basketball as a damn youth, okay, wearing free. Now he becomes addicted to wearing damn sneakers, and you wonder why and where it comes from. Now he's beating people up and shooting people for damn sneakers now, okay? Yeah, good point. Do you really think that Nike and Adidas really care, okay, about the Black community? You really think that?
And then what's the solution to that is the real question here. The solution is supporting your small businesses in your community. Make those businesses worth wearing. Make those the popular thing to have on your back as children. Because listen, children, just because you're 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 years old doesn't mean you can't start your own brand. There's so many things out here. So many websites you can go on. You don't have to spend a dime. You go on there, you design your own stuff for free, and you post the link, and you let people buy your things. So that's the thing. We need to get out of that mindset of idolizing these big corps, because they're not going to do anything for you at the end of the day. If you're not investing in their stocks, you're not doing yourself a good service. Now, I'm not saying don't spend money on yourself when you worked hard. You deserve to reward yourself. That's not what I mean. But what I'm saying is make smart decisions now so you will thank yourself later. And don't pour more into big corp than you do your own community, and your own corporation that you will soon make. You have to put in your mind that you're capable of doing it. We're absolutely capable of doing these things, but we have been so misled. We have been so conditioned to believe that we're less than what we actually are. But you have to live in your purpose. And children, I'm talking to my children right now, for those who are going to let them see this show. Like, parents too, you need to let your kids know that literally the only thing that will ever limit them in their lives is their mind. If you open up those children's mindset, get them started, and always tell them constantly that they can do anything that they set their mind to. That is a reality. We are creators of this world right now. Whatever we think of, we can create it. It's by choice. It is a choice to do that. If you choose not to work, that's your choice. You don't have to work for a corporation. Work for yourself.
Right.
I agree. And you know, I love Basim's can you put that back up there? Thank you. So he said we are scared to be different, and that's absolutely correct. I know personally, when I was in high school, I was bullied for being different because I didn't want to speak slang. I speak slang now because that's just me. You know, I just don't care. Like, I'm cool. But when I was in high school, I purposely did not speak slang because I didn't want to equate to not being educated. When I was filling out a college application and I had to do an interview, I had to learn how to speak a certain way. We need to normalize that it is okay for us to be different.
Right. You want to know something, Asia? It's not even, you know what? You look, I agree with you 1,001%. But you know the sad reality of it is, Asia, is that when you grow up in low income and it doesn't really have to be regulated, you know, to low income. It can be, you know, people that live in black people that live in the suburbs. Yeah. It's not cool to be who you are if you're smart. They look at you like, you know, it's not even different. It's just they look at you like that's not a cool thing to do for you to pick up a book and read, or for you to, you know, isolate yourself from individuals that are less than positive. People look at you in the hood because that's what they're taught. They're taught, okay, the negatives is cool. They're taught to sling drugs. That's a cool way to live. Okay, they're taught, you know, to make the fast money. That's a cool way to live. And they look at the people, okay, that are going to school and the people that know how to read really well. They look at that like that's an uncool thing. So you got the nerd in the neighborhood who tries to dumb himself down now just to do what, Danny? Just to fit in, just to fit in with the guys who aren't doing anything, scared to show your report card. You got all A's in your damn report card. All of a sudden, before you get to your building, you changing the damn A's into D's just to fit in. And let me say it like this: you got a lot of black kids in the hood that are smart as hell. Okay, geniuses. Okay, but they're ostracized and they're marginalized. Okay, to limit themselves, where they feel that they're known now as they were known as Pookie when they're small, and they still have to fit that image when they get older because they don't want nobody to see that change and say, man, you Pookie, man, get the hell out of here, man. You ain't going back to school, man. Get the hell out of here, man. And guess what? A lot of black men and a lot of black women, they fit right into that and be like, you know what? You're right, man. I'm just damn Pookie, and I'm going to continue to be stupid.
But on the other spectrum of that, you have a lot of people who outgrow that and they never go back. They never look back. And see, that also forms a problem because now you have people who leave that area and they don't pour back into it because the people there have made them feel like they're different, have isolated them and singled them out. Pretty much kick them out of the pack. You see where I'm going with that? So it's like, you know, while I understand what you're saying, it's like, well, how do we make being intelligent, how do we normalize that in some of these communities?
You want to go first, Asia?
No, I'm going to let you go first. It's fine.
Sometimes, you know what? Sometimes you got to get the hell up out of the environment that you're accustomed to. Okay. And the reason why I say that is because if you grew up in an area or you grew up in a demographic where you have a lot of negative, you know, and people looking at you in a certain way, you know, because you are smarter, and that's just deep down inside, that's just envy, really, to be honest with you. You know, they admire you. So the reason why they tease you is because they aren't what you are. Okay, so a lot of times what it takes for you to do is to remove yourself, okay, up out of that environment, okay, and tap into your genius because you no longer have that negative around you anymore. Because now what you're doing, now the people that's around you, they don't know Danny, they don't know Asia. So now you can concentrate more on what you were put on this planet to be because you don't have people looking at you. Now all of a sudden, now Danny talking about, okay, when she was living, okay, in a low income, Danny wanted to become a doctor. Okay, you had Bonquisha and them laughing at you, talking about you ain't gonna be no damn doctor. You ain't gonna be no damn doctor. You had Asia wanted to be a scientist. All of a sudden now you got Bonquisha and Big Junebug and them saying you ain't gonna be no doctor. And it's a sad thing, and it's a sad reality that kids feel bullied into somebody that they're not, that they want to be deep down inside. They feel bullied, okay, because they want to become who they really are. Sometimes it takes for you to get the hell up out of that damn environment where nobody knows you, and then you can tap into your genius and you can become that person that you always deep down inside you knew that was inside you, because now you don't have nobody, you don't got June bugging them on the corner. You ain't got Bonquisha and them teasing you no more, talking about you can't become a doctor or a scientist no more. You ain't got them to think about, okay? So I think, you know, pretty much I think it's all about a concentration level and for your parents to push you, for your parents to keep pushing you and keep pushing you, because like I said before, if you got somebody that's around you and you talking about you want to be a black scientist, okay, and you got somebody, you ain't gonna be that, run.
Yes, absolutely. I agree.
Run, Forrest, run.
And I'm so glad I wanted you to go first, because that's exactly what I did. You know, I'm from Newark, New Jersey. I still love where I'm from. Right. But my personality did not mesh with the people I was around. Oh, and because of it, I had really low self-esteem, because in high school, you know, the popular girls or the ones that are not the smartest, they had the most friends. They were in sports and activities and things like that. For me, I had a completely different situation. I had to be smart so that I could get out of the hood. Where I lived, if I did not get a scholarship to college, I would have been homeless. So wow. I had to be sure I continued to be smart. And those same kids that picked on me and bullied me wanted to look on my test and get the answers, you know? So that just shows, that's the segue into that envy and jealousy. But I'm just grateful I was strong enough to get out of it. But everyone isn't. Everyone doesn't have parents to help push them into that direction. And so it's very important for us as a community to educate and give free information. That's how we can grow.
Right.
Come on now. If I can chime in real quick, I just want to read what Nana said. So Nana says, just had this conversation with my grandkids. Don't be afraid to be different and don't try to fit in. Be your own person and know who you are as a person.
Right. Right. And let me say this too, right? In most neighborhoods that are predominantly black, okay, they design those places. They design them with us in mind. Yes. And the reason why I say that is because growing up in Brooklyn, I would probably say about maybe 2 or 3 miles in walking distance, which is probably a little bit less than that, probably 2 miles. They had one of the biggest shopping districts in Brooklyn, was downtown Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. So as a kid, you know, you can step out your back door and you have sneakers that are expensive, coats, jewelry that's expensive. That's what you're gonna relegate yourself to, and that's what you're pretty much gonna see. You know, sneakers, clothes, fashion, and there's nothing wrong, you know, with having style and class and sophistication about yourself in a fashionable way, because we started fashion anyway. Nothing wrong with that. But here's where it becomes a little bit over the top. When you relegate your entire life, okay, around that, when you can't go without having a $25 or may I dare say $5,500 Birkin bag, or you can't go without having a $6,500 Louis Vuitton bag, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. You know, now you become
trying to figure out where did they get all this money? Because I mean, I'm over here paying bills, and when I'm done, you know.
Right. Right. So, you know, to your point, Danny, what you were saying as far as, you know, money, like I said, there's nothing wrong. Hey, listen, there's nothing wrong with treating yourself. There's nothing wrong with dressing in a certain way, because like I said, we're the best dressed people on this earth any damn way. Okay. You know, so, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, if you don't need, you know, a $6,500 Birkin bag, you know, when you could put that money towards investing it, like you said, in Robinhood, the stocks, and you can put that money away for your kids and put it away someplace where it can draw interest. I think that's being very damn selfish as an adult. You know what I'm saying? You know, so a lot of times America has predicated themselves, you know, and off of our really unconsciousness. You know, like you said, red bottom shoes. Man, I can take my shoes and I can spray paint them damn red. I mean,
and it's cheaper.
And it's cheaper, right?
We're not trying to discredit anybody who enjoys spending their dime because they worked hard for it. You know, some people get attitudes like, "Oh, you're not gonna tell me how to spend my money." We're just saying, make smarter decisions with your money. Every paycheck doesn't have to go on the red bottoms. Every paycheck doesn't have to go on Tiffany and Company or whatever else, y'all. What was it? Burberry used to be the thing, and then it was Gucci, and it was.
I don't know. I never kept up with them. I always shop from Walmart to this day. I get my sneakers from Walmart. Okay.
Nothing says most of us will never get to know our true selves because we want to fit in. So we are living life through other individuals. Opposed to tapping into our inner self, and I couldn't agree more with that.
Absolutely,
definitely. And I love what Frank said that that these companies are literally getting like they're past wealthy at this point off of our unconscious spending.
Yes.
You know how you have unconscious bias training, Asia. We need to have a segment on unconscious spending.
Yes.
I did a segment on females and finances back in 2019, and Black women by far were the top consumers of this country. We're talking about $700 billion on makeup, hair products, skincare products. I mean, how much coconut oil y'all using out there? That's free if you make it. But, you know, I'm just saying, like, we are the top. Yeah, I'm just using that as an example. Makeup that they're spending, weed, you know, all that kind of stuff is what we're spending money on. And it's like, if we're gonna spend that much money on fake hair and lashes and stuff, we need to start selling those items to our community because we are the consumers of that. So stop outpouring out of the community and let's bring it back. You know what I'm saying? Because we're losing too much at this point. And so we're asking why we don't have money or we can't go on a trip because we spent too much. I used to get so sick and tired of hearing my friends say, "No, I can't go. I don't have no money." I'm like, you gotta have some kind. What are you working for? I want to ask so bad. What are you spending your money on that you can't spend $200 on a round trip ticket somewhere?
Damn, that's bad.
We're talking about taking 100 from one paycheck, 100 from the other, and maybe save up another 3 or 4 months is just enough to get the hotel. You can't do that.
Right.
But you know, it's sad because we don't know financial literacy. I taught myself how to purchase a home. I never knew. No one in my family owned a home that was so close to me. And now I'm grateful that I did take that leap of faith because I was taught, you're a single woman. What you buying a house for? How you going to fix it up? What are you going to do? Like, and that was what was this, you know, deposited into me. But what people don't realize is that when you buy property and you own it, you actually get equity on your property.
That's for asset.
Right. Yeah. You don't know that part. If you buy a house in 2015, like from 2015 to 2021, I have almost the same amount of equity in my house that I bought it for.
Wow.
Yes. In 6 years. Yeah. And that's what our communities don't know.
Right.
And that's the financial literacy part we need to work on.
And look, we'll throw out one more free nugget. I'm glad you hit on that because somebody needs to hear this today. If you have a mortgage and you're paying once a month, you're doing yourself a disservice. I'll say that again. If you have a mortgage and you're only paying it one time a month, as you think you should, you're doing yourself a disservice. And here's why. You need to be able to knock that interest rate down. Every day you're being charged a percentage in your interest, right? That interest is going to be your mortgage plus the interest, right? It's not just, I'm paying the mortgage $1,400. No. If you break it down, because your mortgage listing paper or letter they send in your house is going to break down where that $1,400 comes from, you'll find very quickly, it's like, oh my God, I'm spending like 30% of this payment is interest. You see, and then you think about that times 12 for the year. And then you think about how many years you paid that. So pay it 2 times, two times per month. You knock that interest rate down and it's less money coming out of your pocket every single month. That's 2 freebies, okay, for one show. So y'all better like, comment, and share. Okay, because I'm giving away free game. Age giving away free game. Frank always giving away free game. You need to start charging. You need to wrap this all up in a master class. I'm not playing.
Listen, you talked about shopping and addiction. Listen, that's another topic. Listen, that's another whole topic in itself too. You know, that's one of many reasons why white corporations, white America opens up so many doors, you know, to black women, because they know they're going to get the damn money right back.
We just said that earlier,
the horrible spending habits of black women. Like you said, I'm not, hey, listen, I'm not, you know, stereotyping and not, you know, bad mouthing anyone, you know what I'm saying? But it's just a true facts. Like you said, black women spend billions of dollars a year, you know, in shopping and put in white retail America. Where the hell are they getting that damn money from? That's the reason why, amongst many reasons why, white corporations love hiring black
Where
women.
they getting the money from? Corporate America, sugar daddies, other miscellaneous activities. I'm just saying, we got a lot of sugar babies going on. So that's a whole topic for another day. Woo! Anyway, y'all, look, you know we can go. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this segment, guys.
All night on this.
Thank you.
Yeah. Frank, you have any last words tonight?
No. I'm gonna go into another topic if I say some last words. There's gonna be no last word. Hey, but listen, I enjoyed you ladies like I always do, and thank you so much. I'm humbly grateful for you guys having me on your show again, and I really mean that. I really love you guys. Thank you so much.
Oh, we love you back, Frank. Hey, do you have any final words?
Yes, I absolutely just want to say thank you to everyone who's listening, who's watching, who's commenting, subscribing, sharing videos, supporting us. You all have been amazing. We're so appreciative of you. And please take to heart what we're saying. We're doing this out of passion and love. We just want to educate our community and help uplift and build each other. You know, anything that we speak about, we're not trying to discredit any other race. We're not trying to discredit any other company or anything like that. All we're trying to do is uplift our community.
That's right. That's right.
I agree 100%. Also, guys, make sure you go check out Mr. Frank Jordan's new book. He has 7 books. Oh, Say Can You See? You guys know that song. That's an American song. You can get it. It's available now on Amazon. In fact, in case you guys didn't know, all 3 of us are authors. Miss Ada right. Carroll, let them know the name of your book and where they can find it. I forget to tell the audience that sometimes.
I forget to talk about myself. I'm not used to that. So I have a book. It's called The Pressures of Becoming a Diamond, and it is available on Amazon. And primarily the premise of my book is how I survived child abuse, basically, how I survived childhood trauma. I was in foster care. I was homeless. As a child, I dealt with domestic violence as a child, but I overcame it. I was able to move forward. And we all know pressure, diamonds are made out of pressure. And so don't forget that your challenges in life that are happening to you, or whatever happens to you that's bad, is pushing you. That fire is pushing you and putting you into your purpose to become that diamond.
That's right. That's right. And so The Pressures of Becoming a Diamond is obviously by Asia Carroll. She's the author, and it's available also on Amazon. I met Asia. I was gonna say I met Carol. I met Asia doing an interview with her last year, and it was the best thing that could have happened during the pandemic. So a lot of great things came out of 2020. I'll tell you, a lot of bad, but a lot of good. And when I heard her story, it was so identical to my story. So I was like, you know what? We call each other twin flames because our stories literally parallel. And that's all I'll say about that for now. One day we'll actually expand on that a little bit more, but this is not the time or place for it. And as you guys know, the people who are on my page, at least, and on Sisters Talk, I'm the author of Female Minority Report. My book was written off of self-experience as well in corporate America, being African American, having these scientific degrees and mathematician, and all these things that intimidate America, white male America. That I had to go through that. So it is what it is, and I'm grateful for the experiences. But my book definitely gives you more insight on evaluating yourself, being more conscious of your bias, and making yourself think about why is it that you really dislike people of color, especially women of color who are just trying to do their jobs. We have enough to deal with in society. So do our Black men. But our Black women are providers. We're caretakers. We're nourishers. We're We're going to work. We're going home. We're taking care of our children. We're cleaning the house. We're doing a million things, you know. And then you want to put the pressure on the sister when we get to work. All we want to do is do a job. You know, that's how I felt when I was writing the book anyway. So, and I still feel like that to a certain extent, but I don't have that pressure on my back like I used to. And I'm grateful, all praises to the Most High, that I don't have to deal with the stupidity. So make sure you check it out. It's available on Amazon. Definitely planning on doing a virtual book signing type of setup. I never did that because I was too busy like interviewing and trying to finish up this movie called Nella. Forgot to mention that too. I just finished a short film in December of 2020. Excellent. So like I said, you watched it. Thank you so much. That means a lot coming from you guys.
Yes, absolutely was.
Yes, that short film is to give America, and I want people of non-Black ethnicity to watch this movie because I designed it for educational piece. I want people in America to understand some of the trials and tribulations that African American women encounter in this country. You know, from being placed incorrectly in special education classes, which I was, and I'm a woman now with 3 separate degrees. And in the first grade, my teacher, Miss Briola, God rest her soul, she asked my grandparents, why is she in special ed? She's making A's. She's at the top of my class. This doesn't even make sense. See, it was an oxymoron, kind of like what Frank was talking about earlier. And so now, fast forward, graduate college or graduate high school, graduate college. Matter of fact, I went to South Oak Cliff, if y'all can see that. The Golden Bear, guys. The Golden Bear. And South Oak Cliff High School is not one of those top schools, you know what I mean? But it was a top school for me because it was close to my house and it was convenient. And I made the best out of what I had. And from there, I went to UT Arlington. And from there, I went to Embry-Riddle and so on and so forth. And now, physics degree, aeronautical degree, and an MBA. So why was I ever in special ed? I can't tell you. So anyway, we know the answer, though. We all 3 of us know the real answer. But these are the things that happen, the type of things that happens to our children, especially when nobody's watching, nobody's paying attention. Nobody's being involved in a child's life. So you can't just go off of what your school district is telling you about your child. You need to do the evaluation. You need to look into what is causing your child not to concentrate, or why aren't they understanding or grasping a certain concept. It's the simple things. Maybe you didn't go over the material with your child. Maybe you're the problem, parent. You see what I'm talking about with that? And so I also talk about domestic violence. You know, domestic violence is a real thing. God, thank you that I didn't have to go through that element of my movie in real life, but it's a real element for some people, especially African American women.
Yes.
And foreign women. I'll say foreign in general, of all cultures, because they're dealing with so many stresses of coming to a new country. Also, African American people being from this country, but dealing with African American men who can't get the job that they know they qualify for. We'll speak on that at a different day and time. But I'm just telling you, just kind of putting out a few little stressor details as to why people react and explode to their, with their partner at times. So anyway, I talk about that. It's just so many different elements in that film within 30 minutes that I put together. So special shout out to all the actors, actresses that really brought that screenplay that I wrote to life. You guys did it under the pressure of COVID-19. You did it under the pressure of your spouses telling you, no, I don't want you to participate. In that. I don't want you close to other people and you don't know who they are. And again, I just want to tell you guys, the name of my book is Female Minority Report. It's available on Amazon, in case I didn't say it before, because I had so much stuff in my head that I wanted to get out. But thank you guys so much, as always, for tuning in to the Talk Podcast, especially the King's Edition. Frank, we really, really, you are a gem. So much. Society. I don't think you understand that, but you are a true gem.
Thank you.
We're very appreciative that you spared your time tonight.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So we'll see you guys hopefully next Friday. If not, we'll see you for sure on this Sunday. We have Miss Darlene Kearney. She is the author of Only God Knows Why. And we are so excited to have her. So again, another African American woman telling her journey. And so you guys just make sure you set a reminder for Sunday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time.
And let me say one more thing too. Black people need to stop apologizing for being right. Say what you mean and mean what the hell you damn say. Okay. Stop apologizing to white America for being right, or stop making up damn excuses. Okay, just to fit Tommy into the equation. Stop doing that, man. Okay, it is what it is. Okay, you can't apologize for facts. Facts is what it is. It is what it is. Stop dumbing yourselves down just so they can feel good, okay, about being on the outside. Black people, stop doing that, man. Stop doing that. Stop apologizing, okay, for what's right. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I didn't mean everybody. Like a damn slave on a damn plantation. Stop that, man.
Woo! You know I'm gonna be playing it again, Asia, right?
Oh my God! Thank you for saying that. Thank you.
I don't apologize for nothing. I
don't either. We definitely all three are on the same wavelength when it comes to that.
Like a damn slave. I'm sorry. Like a damn slave. I'm sorry. Come on, man.
I'm laughing because I used to be that person that covered America. Not anymore. Female Minority Report, go get your copy in Amazon. I'm not playing anymore with y'all. I'm sick of y'all. I'm telling y'all, this is who I really am.
Yeah, you knew damn well Becky was taking 2 hours for lunch break, and you didn't tell on her. And she was right. If you took 30 minutes around the water cooler, she would tell on you.
Woo!
You skipped.
We getting out of here. Frank, you cutting up.
Like a damn slave. I'm sorry, Mel. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Wait a minute. What's this? Man, this lady is beautiful. I hadn't gotten her post yet. How do you say her name? Shawana Renee says, "Stop apologizing. Know who the F you are. Just saying."
Yeah.
Yes. You got me in real serious.
21, we're not making apologies, okay?
You know how people are. I didn't mean to do it, Marcel. No. I didn't mean to do it. I'm so sorry.
You know what? And on that note, let me pull up this video so we can end on the right note. Hold on.
Change the subject now, Danny. You gonna change the subject? We right.
I just gotta let y'all, if I can share my screen, I'm not sure if it'll let me share it. Have y'all seen that video where I think they may be in New York and somebody stepped on this guy's toes? I'm actually friends with the wife of this person that this happened to. But shout out to Tyra if you're listening to this this segment today. I want to share, if it will allow me to. This is hilarious. It's about 3 minutes long.
Can you get it on there?
I'm about to share it right now, but Frank, you made me think. Stop apologizing. Oh my God.
Yeah, man. Okay. Our people are apologetic people. Yeah. Even when they know they're right, they still apologize.
Nope, not me. I've never. Nope. Now I may apologize if I do something wrong to you.
Of course.
But if I don't do anything wrong and I know I'm right, I'm not apologizing.
Hell no.
What I look like? Nah, I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all got me cracking up. Okay, hold on. Let's see if it's not gonna trip out right quick. Can y'all hear it? Can you hear that?
I can't hear it.
I was laughing at Samuel Jackson with the glasses.
Okay, I stopped sharing it because maybe you guys can't see it. But you guys can hear it.
What's Samuel Jackson doing riding the train in New York? That's
I wish y'all could hear it. It's so funny. Okay, I can hear it on my end. But anyway, the guy stepped on his toes, man, and he said, "What you apologizing for?" Stepped on my damn toes. And then he's just going on. I mean, he did not let that go for 3 minutes. So basically, y'all, that's what Frank's telling y'all. Don't let shit slide, all right? Don't let anything slide. Address it straight up so that way you're not thinking about later, like, oh, I should have said something. Oh, I shouldn't have. You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes we let a lot of things build up and then it boils over. You see what I'm saying? Then we get called the angry black woman or the angry black man, you know? Right. And that's the reason why it's important to address things head on. We're adults. We have to act like it. Nobody's above anybody. Nope. Maybe in pay grade, but that's about it. There's nothing we can really do about that just yet until we start making our own. And that's the whole key behind why we're having these type of conversations.
And they're needed. We're always stereotype and ostracized when you tell the truth. But when you accept the lie, it's okay. You know, nobody says nothing. But as soon as you come out and start pulling the covers off of certain things, all of a sudden, everything starts to change. Everything starts to change a little bit now. Now you're labeled as a villain. Now you're labeled as a rebel. Now you're labeled as a troublemaker. Now you're labeled as an angry black woman now, because now you're pulling the covers off of.
You ripped that Band-Aid off, Asia.
Yeah. Now you're
Look, I ripped it off too. Off of Corporate America. I'm gonna keep going. Look, share that video on TED Talk. Stop playing. Stop being scared. Watch the video and share it, because I'm talking directly to the CEOs and the top people, the COOs, or whatever you are. I'm talking to you.
Good.
I said what I said.
Good.
Exactly what I said.
And you know what else? These companies need to stop saying that Black Lives Matter and people of color, their disparities are political issues. It's not political, okay?
No, this is a life issue.
I'm trying to put it in as the political standard. Oh, we can't make a statement for this company because that's a political issue, and we try to stay away from. No, stop it, okay?
Our lives been mattering since we've been brought over here since days of slavery. Our lives been mattering since we built up America. Our damn lives been mattering. How the hell can we be the only people that's going around, okay, saying and claiming and saying Black Lives Matter like we don't exist, like we're not nothing, like we didn't have no kind of contribution to this country. Our lives been mattering since the days of slavery, since we've been brought over here. Why should that be an issue or a topic now?
I agree. Like this, and that's the thing about it. I totally agree with you. I'm just like, really? I kind of was looking sideways at everybody when they were like BLM all 2020. I'm like,
it's always
been the case.
Right.
What are we doing here? Like, don't fall into the whole fad. The reality is all lives matter, yes. But when we say Black Lives Matter, the whole chant, the reason why it came about is because y'all people are acting like y'all don't know this. And y'all know that you know this, but you're choosing not to care about it. And that right there is the problem. That's the problem that we as people of color have. So we need to address that, and we need to fix that. And the people that are in office, since y'all want to make it political, y'all need to do what it takes to negotiate with your fellow people in Congress to make those laws change so that people don't have a choice but to put some respect on our name, put some respect on who we are and our families. We shouldn't be fighting about the same thing that James Baldwin was talking about in 1954. I'm so tired of this. This is like this whole topic is like, I'm just over it, because we should be so much further ahead than where we are today, and we're not.
It's a racist slogan. I mean, let's put it out there like it is. I know we ain't got much time left, but listen, you hitting on some key points. That it's a racist slogan. Black Lives Matter. Like, oh really? I would have respected it more if they would have said reparations matter. It would have had more substance. It would have had more substance, because you damn right reparations matter.
Yes, okay? We should start that. Let's start doing hashtag reparations matter. Hashtag, somebody write in the chat, hashtag reparations matter. How about that?
I bet CBS won't get no damn coverage on that.
I spelled it right, y'all. Come on, let's see. I didn't even use Google. Hold on. Did I spell it right? Or is there a T in there?
I don't know how to spell it, honestly. I use spell check.
Listen, I can't wrap this show up without giving a RIP, rest in heaven, Queen Cicely Tyson. Wow, she really lived a long time.
Yeah.
She was a phenomenal actress, a model. She won so many awards, right? Primetime Emmy Awards. Black Reel Awards, Screen Actors Guild Awards. I mean, Tony Award. Like, she really got her flowers while she was alive, and she played on the Roots, not the Roots. She played on Roots, because the Roots is a band. I love them. But anyway, she was just an amazing Black woman. And for those of you guys who are not Black and don't know who she is, look her up. She just passed away today. And she was in her hey, I'm all inclusive too. I'm all about educating everybody. And Lord knows they're the ones who need the education more than we do on something. She was 96 when she passed away. And I mean, like I said, she lived longer than most people, you know. She lived like 2 or 3 lives, 4 lives over.
Yes.
Than most people do. And
you never heard anything bad about her. You never heard anything bad about her. She always pulled herself up with the utmost respect. Very respectable woman.
That's true. Look, let me say this too. White America don't have a problem with blacks marching all day long to my Black Lives Matter, because they know Negroes gonna march, peaceful march, you know, and go back home and eat fried chicken and watermelon. Okay, and shoot up each other in the damn project.
I like both. Okay? But keep going.
White America don't have no problem with that because they know the same damn people marching gonna go right back in the project, shoot up one another. The same people marching gonna sell drugs to one another. They don't have no problems. But you march and say reparations matter. Okay,
let's try it.
I bet that won't get no damn press from CBS and CNN.
I'm ready. Let's start that movement. I am so ready.
I am too. I just feel like we need to have a whole TV show at this point because we really talk about stuff that matters.
Yes.
And things that will really help transform communities of people, not just the Black community. It will awaken other communities to see their shortcomings. You know, it will wake up our people to see, oh, I'm spending my money in a stupid way. Let me see what stock she talking about. Let me go look that up. You know what I mean? Like, we need to wake people up. I know a lot of people don't believe in this. They're just like, oh, the third eye, that's your pineal gland.
Yeah.
Because you don't know that. This is a whole nother topic for another. Look, I can go there. I can get it
ready. You know I'm ready for
it. Let me ask y'all a question. How many times you seen Ming Ling in a soul food restaurant supporting a Black business in a Black neighborhood?
I have never.
Right. How many times have you seen how many times have you seen
you better stop
Ali Muhammad, okay, come to a Black community and support a Black function?
I've never.
Why do we support them?
But they post up at they create corner stores.
They show
in our communities.
Right in our communities.
Yeah, they take
we don't create corner stores in our own community. I never understood that.
Immigration law.
It's because
immigration laws.
Ooh, there we go. Right there. Boom.
Immigration laws.
Automatically get access. Bingo. Okay, because that's what we're missing here. Bingo. Our community, we're missing access
Bingo.
to not only money, but information. Okay. You know, we don't even know how to create an LLC. What's that? Why won't I get a proprietorship and not an LLC? Like, I don't understand. It doesn't make sense. The information, we don't have access to it.
Bingo. Integration, gentrification is the same. It's just a different word for integration. Integration, they come into your neighborhood to separate you. Now we're dependent upon them instead of depending on each other. If we came together as a people, they're gonna always march in there, and gentrification is always gonna be there. Now you got Becky walking her dog in the projects, okay, at 10 o'clock at night. You didn't see that 30 years ago.
No, not at all.
That still exists, and as long as we allow it's gonna be.
Next time we meet up, I wanna. Ooh, you just gave me a good idea. I have to share with the public this PowerPoint that I came up with in 2011. I didn't come up with it. I did the research. My friends did the research. Shout out to Desiree Xavier Tilly is her real name. Shout out to Keyshawn Smith. They went into different community neighborhood stores, grocery stores, and they filmed the north side versus the south side. Obviously, you know, the south always worse than the north. The produce, the meat quality, all that. Listen, I can't wait to share that with y'all. When the next time we can get Frank on, we'll definitely go through that PowerPoint. So I'm going to show you. This is from 2011, and I warned them in this community that gentrification was coming. What's happening now?
Of course.
2021.
I'm surprised. Look, this is the first time. This is the first time I ever talked on a segment this long and didn't tap into the diet, medicine, and food.
We gotta hold that out for next time. Look, we are running on 2 hours. Okay, look, y'all. Hey, people are still on. That's what's tripping me out. So, hey, I know y'all enjoyed this segment. We appreciate it. If you like it, like, comment, share. Make sure you check out Frank's book. Can you pop it on the screen one more time, please? Say, can you see? I know we said about 5 different times we were about to go, but we for real this time. All right? Y'all have a blessed Friday night. We'll see you on another Friday night. I'll keep you posted. Always set your reminder, especially when we have Frank on the King's Edition, y'all. Y'all have a blessed night.
Thank you.
Deuces.
Bye-bye.